The decision is a majority draw. A controversial announcement that echoed throughout the Barclays Center like a thunderclap. The crowd froze. Boos. Cheers. Gasps. Confusion. What they had just witnessed was not just a fight, it was a storm. A boxing kingpin had just escaped his first loss in the most controversial of fashions. Punches, pride, and high-stakes chess mixed with a sprinkle of preformed animosity. But this night, this unforgettable night, will be remembered for all the wrong reasons. Because just as resilient, durable, and sharp as he promised, Lemont Roach Jr. delivered his career-defining, "I told you so" moment. And with that, his name entered the history books, front and center. His performance earned him a seat at boxing's top table, VIP access to the sport's elite. Few of us saw it coming. But looking back, the warning signs were there. So before we pick apart an increasingly uncertain boxing landscape, let's take a moment to understand how Lemont Roach Jr. just shocked the entire boxing world. First, the obvious: experience. Schooling. Familiarity. This matchup wasn't born overnight, it was forged in the trenches. Before Roach, Frank Martin had leaned on past sparring sessions for confidence, his secret ammunition. But this time was different. The two had fought twice as amateurs. They'd spent countless rounds together in dusty gyms. And Roach Sr. had even trained Tank Davis back in 2012 for a national title run. That decade-old familiarity, those tiny stylistic tells, would prove invaluable. "Don't get greedy," Roach Sr. warned his son, echoing through the corner. It was a father's wisdom turned tactical advantage. Even in the build-up, there were signs. Tank's usually unshakable confidence seemed off. At the opening presser, Roach noticed Tank's father's hands trembling ever so slightly, a flicker of nervousness that few caught. And while Tank had grown accustomed to the usual pre-fight edges, Frank's flinch, Ryan's weight drain, Lemont Roach gave him nothing. No fear. No doubt. No weakness. Then came the verdict. As the controversial decision was announced, disbelief washed over both fighters. Draw. Nobody likes a draw. But one man walked away grateful. The other, haunted. Lemont Roach Jr. didn't get the win on paper, but make no mistake, he won the story. He walked out of Barclays as the people's champion, the fighter who proved what few dared to believe. And those who picked him? They've just earned themselves a mountain of credibility in the boxing world. Whether you label it a shock-the-world moment or a televised highway robbery, one truth remains: there are lessons to be learned. This sport isn't just about punches. It's about proving who's the best, night after night, no matter what the judges say. And maybe, just maybe, this draw marks the beginning of something new. Because with blemishes now on the faces of two of boxing's brightest stars, the once unbreakable Mayweather paradigm might finally be cracking. In its place, a new golden era of boxing, one defined not by perfection, but by passion, resilience, and the refusal to back down.